Okay fellas, you can see the big badass hammer on my table, and first of all I have started to disassemble it because I was thinking not to make a video about it, but then thinking why not. Okay, so as it's very big and not get a good fit on the camera, I will test the handle, the motor, the field, and I will separate it to have the more space to work with it. So what I'm doing here, I'm inserting the plug into the socket, a multimeter, and what I want to do now here, I want to check the voltage on the brushes. Okay, I have the one brush not removed, so be careful by doing that. Tool switch is still not off, but still moving the brush. Now what I want to do, I want to put the multimeter on the both brush holders and turn the tool on, and I see 260 volts, so that's enough good for me most of the time. Of course, removing the handle. See, the handle is not small. I'll remove this handle here. And with the tools like this, I'm always trying to make them be smaller. That's, I don't know, good enough to say. Okay, we have the screws here. And we have the nut here, and it's a counterclockwise nut. Tool holder, by removing the rubber cap, the cover, the spring, and of course we need to check the side of the cylinder, and this one is needed to replace because it's out of the pins inside. I don't know how to show it, it's just too big now. Okay, so now the chisel. This one is the Max. It just spins around and it only holds on the pins inside here, so that's definitely not good. Okay. Spring ring, it's definitely not holding anything now. You have the spring ring here. So this was the washer, this was the spring ring, spring, and now we have the big metal ring that needs to be removed. It can be just basically lifted up, or you have the pin. Okay, it's not good that it's too big and I cannot show it from the other angle. Okay, let's try to figure out how to do that. We have the pin, yeah, okay, just pop it out. We have this pin and this big ring was holding it. Okay, now we need to remove this button. But remember, it just pops out like that. I hope so. Okay, maybe not. Maybe I'm not remembering it right, but I think this just pop out. Yep, it just pops out. Of course, the pin must be here in the in a plate. Which is getting out slowly. But we are getting it out. I lifted it here because the housing stays here, the aluminum housing. Okay, it's just a plastic housing. And this washer. Another plastic housing. Basically now we need to unscrew the screws here and after unscrewing the screws we will be able to separate the motor and the hammering housing. Okay, taking it out. What we want to see here, we want to check the bearing here. It's not wobble, that's a very good sign for us. We have the clutch gear, this one moving the piston. Of course we have the armature, and now it will be the time to unscrew the armature nut. Basically I think it will be damage on one side because I can see from the hole here. I will try to find the socket for this one. Forgot to turn on the camera. Okay, let's unscrew the nut. Okay, let's check what we have here. We have the forward gear, I think it's called like that. Okay, so it's our fan. So basically now we can push out the armature. We can inspect the field again, blow up the dust. Okay, now let's check for the armature. No, it looks completely good. The bearing a little bit wobbles. That's really not a big problem for us now. Okay, the bearing here is wobble, so probably this one will be needed to replace. Just take it out, pull it apart. This plate was here and everything here needs to be washed. Okay, this bearing wobbles, so this one needs to be replaced. About the gears we will see when everything will be washed. If we want to wash it, we need to remove the armature. The easiest way, most brutal way. You got the armature out, the pin was here. So this bearing, we will check it later. Okie dokie. Okay, Let's check what we have here. We have the hole for the possibly flat screwdriver. So we need to lift this seal. This one is an oil seal with the O-ring. You can see the oil seal here. Of course, everything needs to be washed, and what I want to do, I want to remove the spring ring here inside of the housing. Okay. Got it. And now I hope I will be able to take it out. Yeah, and we have the ball bearing inside, so we need to knock this one out. We have a couple options. One of it is just to punch it out. You just go out, you do not need to use a lot of force here. For this one is better small knocks. Okay. Okay, let's see what we have. We have the striker, the O-ring, the other parts. Of course, everything here needs to be washed. The washer, the gear, this one must be inspected very carefully and very good when it's washed. Okay, what we have more? We have the cylinder here and the piston. Unscrew this cap. It's just a simple cap. Okay, you can see that I have the puncher here, and I don't like how it looks, but we'll see after washing it. But I think the striker here needs to be replaced. We'll check the parts for the cracks. Okay, now it's good. We know that we need to change this part. This bearing feels good. I will wash it like that. Now here we have the piston and the cylinder. Basically, I'm pretty much worried only about the piston and the O-ring on it. You can try to put it like that, but most of the time it's not enough force. Okay, we'll play with you a little bit later. Okay, basically we have done everything what we need here except removing the piston, so I will calculate the cost and ask the customer if he wants to repair it. If yes, then we will wash it and assemble it. Okay, we need to replace this bearing. You can see that it wobbles. Okay. Okay, I quite cannot remember. Yeah, it's we have the spring ring here. And I think the spring ring stops these pins from getting out. Probably. Okay, I have lifted the spring ring inside, the holding ring up, and now just getting it up and up. What we want to do now, we want to get these pins out. Okay, we got the pins out. Now we have the gear with the washer and so on. We can leave everything here because all we want here is this bearing. Remove it on wires. You just knock it out the bearing. And here, the same size bearing. This one is with a plastic. I think it will be better. So now I need to mount a new bearing here. I will put it on the vise and knock it with a hammer. Okay. I will clean the washer. The pins, you can see that the pins have the bump for the focus you. Okay, have the bump here, and the bump will go for the washer. Okay, we'll try to hold him like that. Got the pins in. Okay, and you can see that. Sorry, almost lost it. The pins. Okay, I want to get them out a little bit. Okay, so we can check the washer will be here and the spring ring will be put here, but we need to insert these pins. We'll try to play it here. Now I've got the for the washer. Honestly, I hate this one. Okay, now I want to put the washer on this ones, and of course I need to get everything up a little bit. Okay, we are almost here.